Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to another video on the MTG Nerds channel. Today I'm doing the top 5 artifacts of all time in my opinion. Of course, they probably do not match your exact expectations of what you think the top 5 might be, but these are my top 5 artifacts. So before we start, I just want to say that this is avoiding the Black Lotus and all the Moxes and the Moxes that are only legal in Vintage because, those would kind of automatically win because of how good of a mana ramp they are. So we're going to avoid those. All the ones that are only Vintage legal. So that being said, let's hop right into it. At number 5, I had to put in one of probably the most hated cards that an artifact, one of the most hated artifacts ever, which is Aethersworn Canonist. At 1 colorless and a white, it's a 2/2 artifact creature, human cleric. Each player who has cast a non-artifact spell this turn cannot cast additional non-artifact spells. So obviously this would be in a all artifact deck, and well, if the description of the card doesn't let you know already, you can see why this is hated because it doesn't let players even play their cards. So yeah, basically you're playing one creature, or your opponents are playing one creature a turn if they're lucky, and let's make this clear: one creature, one enchantment, one, what else is there? Instant, one sorcery, anything like that. They only get one. So they can only play, maybe sometimes it's only one instant a turn. Or, I guess that's not the best example. One enchantment or one sorcery a turn. They get nothing else to play. So this is like very high up there when you're trying to stop your opponents from even having fun playing the game. So that being said, I do not recommend playing this. Well, actually, if you're going very competitively, I do recommend playing this, but just know that everyone may hate you at the end of the day. So that's up to you. Number 4, Sensei's Divining Top. Yes, I had to put this in here. It is a commander essential card. Almost all commander decks run this card. It's 1 colorless. It's an artifact, and obviously, did I just say it's an artifact when this is an all artifact deck? Yeah. I mean, all artifact video? Yeah. Yeah, I did. Okay. Get over it. 1 colorless to look at the top 3 cards of your library and put them back in any order. So basically, you're scrying 3 for 1 mana every turn. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then you can draw a card, and then put Sensei's Divining Top on top of its owner's library. So yeah, basically, you get to look at what's coming. You get to choose what you want out of the top 3 cards, always. And then you can even draw an extra card in a turn. You get that card immediately. Put Sensei's Divining Top back on the top of your deck. And then you can play it again next turn. And look at the top 3 cards again. So, yeah. And even if you're not tapping it to draw that extra card, you're automatically looking at the top 3 cards of your library as long as you pay 1 mana a turn. You get to look at the top 3 every time and order it however you'd like, so you get what you want right away. So let's say, I don't know, you're low on mana. This comes out early in the game. You're automatically being able to look at the top of your library, top 3 cards of your library for only 1 mana, and maybe there's a land card on the 3rd card down. You put that on top of your library, you're getting a land card the next turn, or you tap it and you get a land card right now. So, yeah, that Sensei's Divining Top, very good card, very helpful in a commander or any other place where it's not banned. I actually can't recall if it's banned in Modern or not. I don't know, to be honest. Alright, so number 3, we have the Chrome Mox, and yes, I know I said that we're not going to do any Mox, but what I meant by that is all the ones that are only legal in Vintage. So this is a 0 mana costing artifact. Has imprint when it comes into play, you may remove a non-artifact, non-land card in your hand from the game. And in parentheses, the removed card is imprinted on this artifact. And then tap it to add 1 mana of any of the imprinted cards colors to your mana pool. So let's say you're doing I gotta think of my Dragon Commander deck. Let's say you are playing Scion of the Ur Dragon. I should have put a picture. There's probably a picture up of it on the screen right now, so you can look at it. Let's say you're playing this, right? And then you have this be the imprint. You get any color in the game. So, I mean, there's not much else to ask for when it comes to that. So, yeah, basically, that's a very good card. It's a good mana ramp card. Or if you're short maybe one color in a rainbow color deck, then maybe you're gonna get that last color because. Okay, wait, I take that back. Never mind. You would have to play something with the color. Sorry, I didn't think about that. Alright, so, but you are automatically getting another extra mana for whatever you need to cast. So, yeah, very good mana ramp card. A lot of decks should run it, but it's not a cheap card, so, you know, if you can afford it, go ahead. Alright, next. Coming in at number 2 with Batterskull. And this is a 5 colorless mana. 5 colorless. Which makes sense because it's an artifact. So, sorry, I keep saying the obvious things, but that's okay. So, it's an equipment, and it has a living weapon, which means when this equipment enters the battlefield, put a 0/0 black germ creature token onto the battlefield, then attach this to it. And then equipped creature gets +4/+4 and has vigilance and lifelink. So that germ creature is automatically getting +4/+4 vigilance and lifelink. And then for 3, you can return Batterskull to its owner's hand. So let's say the creature that it's attached to dies. You return it to your hand, you play it again next turn, you get another 4/4 germ with vigilance and lifelink. So, yeah. And then it equips for 5 mana, so if you want to equip it to something else, that's 5 mana. So, very good card. Let's say you attach it to even something that's like a 2/2 creature, you're getting a 6/6 vigilance lifelink creature plus whatever it already had. So, let's say you play, I gotta think of a good card here. I don't really have one off the top of my head. I'll find something. Let's say you cast something with hexproof, right? And then you attach this to it. It's a hexproof vigilance lifelink, and let's say it's like a 7/7 creature. It's an 11/11 vigilance lifelink hexproof creature. So, and then let's say that dies because your opponent has a 15/15 Eldrazi. I don't know. Hopefully it's an Eldrazi, and that just didn't make me fool of myself. I don't remember what the card's called. But, let's say your opponent has that, and then you attack and they block. You can return Batterskull to your hand. So, really, you're losing your 7/7 hexproof creature, but you're not losing much else. Alright. And number 1. Drumroll, please. There is no drumroll. You can drumroll at home if you want, but there's no soundtrack. So, number 1, we have Grafdigger's Cage. And yes, I know, maybe this isn't, in your opinion, the best artifact card, but in my opinion, I think it is. And it's a 1 colorless for creature cards can't enter the battlefield from graveyards or libraries. Players can't cast cards in graveyards or libraries. So basically, if you want to be a hated player, hey, I found your card for you. Yeah. So, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'll see you guys on the next one. Yeah. See ya.